This is looking down. I'll turn around a bit on the steps. There's a church behind me, and just gonna sit here for a few minutes. You can join me. I've been on a little walk which was local that I've discovered, and also the park just over there. Leads to a little trail. I love these features here on the walls. Something flashed on the screen. Look, it's muted. When I get a message, it's muted. It comes on, and of course it doesn't appear on the screen, or it wouldn't be a good idea, would it? Wouldn't be good. Zoom right out there. There's a few restaurants here, traditional ones, you know, that do tapas and a breakfast, which I've had recently. I've been into a bit healthier. I do like an English breakfast, but yeah, it's best if I have it was ridiculous. I had 2 coffees, the last one, and it's a toasted roll with it was jambon, ham, serrano ham, and some tomato. And it was delicious, and it was €4.50 or something like that for 2 coffees. And you know, you bought the roll or something like that, it'd be about €2-3. So I had 2 coffees. It was that good. It's on my top coffee list. You know, you need to find something to do in this boring old town. So there's only 2 actually, the 1 and 2, the best. And it's knocked the other one, which is at the Botanic Gardens, off the top of the table. But it's only a bit of fun, you know. Anyway, there's the orange trees. Anyone local think you obviously don't live here because they're there, you know, it's a feature that's... There's this imposing church, and there is a crypt in there, but it's not been opened, so it's around the corner. I found a Chinese restaurant near there. I was looking for one, talking about that. And it looks like a local one. I've had to translate the pages. On my Google phone, it translates the language to whatever one you've got. So wherever you are, if you've got the menu, and actually it's a better one, isn't it? It's off the tourist trail when it's not translated into 16 languages. It's just got that, and there's enough people, like local people, that would do it. It's a local Chinese at this end. Victoria's a nice area of Malaga, where I am based. Very pleasant. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to... I haven't been there yet. I only translated the menus last night, so... But it's nice to know that it's 5 minutes walk away from me. That little park is a couple of minutes away from me there. And the little walk, it's got these like sculptured, carved, you know, the trees, not obviously on what's left of trees and that. They've done that. It's wonderful. So yeah, just chilling out here. All the Christmas lights went on in Malaga a couple of days ago when I came back. I can't remember the name of some of the places. There's one place I've been with the cable car, Torremolinos, I remember. Now that's got about, I like it, parts of it, when you're going down towards the beach, which is obviously, it's a big pull, isn't it? And people have all their hotels there. But there's more to it if you explore it. It's like anything else. People are they've got their picture. They're mostly people who haven't been there. Well, I've been to Torremolinos. I've only been for the day. And there's little walks down there remind me much of like the Greek, you know, a hill up and down these little winding paths with little curiosities and shops and gifts and artist things, you know, and artistic stuff, whatever. So I'll be definitely going to Torremolinos. Well, I've got the rail and bus pass. So yeah, let's have a look further down the street. Great, isn't it? And where we are here, I say it's out of town. This is on the side, we're under the shadow of almost the hill of the fortress and the castle. And also just down there is the Roman amphitheatre. So it's on the right side of it. It's about half an hour's walk to all these things, including the market, which I promise I'm going to go to again. I'm sure that's something I'll do and have a visit there. You can have a drink. There's like bars within the market, which are very handy, you know, and I'm going to do it. Well, they have some kind of, anyway, I'll have to find that out, and if I ever do it. But like tapas, I don't film that because it's very intimate. People don't want somebody with a camera, you know. So yeah, fair enough, including me. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. Just sitting here, the orange trees. There's a kebab place there, very reasonably priced. You know, if you're desperate and you've just come back and you want to go to bed or whatever, and you just nip in there and have a, it's not just, it's pizza as well, so really, yeah, I must say, not that I'm, for people who can afford it, there is the best restaurants I've ever seen so far in Spain, in the centre of Malaga. They're absolutely brilliant. And I suppose for what they are, they're probably good value as well, really. You know, and the service you get and all that kind of stuff. But then you can good food, you know, proper up-menued food in a fantastic location in the town or on the marina, what they call it, the port, the marina, the harbour. And yeah, plenty of places to drink. And like I say, I've made a point of not going out on my way. I've been in, but I could do a proper tour, but I'll do that later. You know, the lights, a bit nearer to Christmas, it's a bit like putting your tree up. I suppose people aren't putting their trees up now, but if it's a real tree, it's not going to last long, is it? So, can't even remember the name of the street I'm on. It's Victoria something or other, as it's in the Victoria era. But it's nearer the town. Victoria is like a largest region, and we're towards the town, so further north it goes. But I'm at the bottom end, which is nearer to the city. There's another little park further down. That's what I like. It's an interesting city, and you just find things, sometimes things that are not obvious, you don't expect, because obviously every little feature can't be put onto a map, whatever the scale. So very impressive cathedral. I went there, it was yesterday, and very imposing inside, absolutely incredible. The light and stuff, you know, the space. Like a little parish church. I'm not particularly religious, but I like going around to the church. It's got the tea making facility, and I saw the sacred toaster that was there for for the churchgoers. It had its own little space. I'm mocking the church, but I'm sure we've got a sense of humour. But a cathedral's just massive. Yeah. So there's so many museums and stuff, as well as the food and, you know, the sanitation. What did the Spanish do to us? Well, there was the sanitation, the Roman amphitheatre. That's the Romans though, isn't it? Yeah, they did that for everybody. Nearly everyone has got some kind of Roman bridge, road, amphitheatre. Maybe not an amphitheatre, but... Isn't this good? The light is great, isn't it? So I've had a lazy day. Don't need to go far to find something really nice. And I've got a washing machine, you know. And I know I'm a bloke, but I know how to you know. Got one at home as well. Yeah, I do wash and that, you know. I'm myself, you know. It's the old joke, innit? I know when my socks need washing is when I throw them against the wall and they stick. I know I need to wash my socks again. Or my underwear. So it's good once you sort of bed in. At first you're sort of overwhelming. Where the hell am I? Where am I going? You've got a general direction. You've come in my case. I think there was a free taxi offered, but I didn't want to take it up because I wanted to walk anyway. It wasn't that far. I haven't got a huge set of luggage, you know, for my tuxedo and all that kind of stuff and my top hat. So yeah, I walked. And there's a little bar where you can, well, I mean, it's ridiculous. There's loads of little bars, but there's one. I stopped there after I just set up the stuff in my apartment and then went outside. There's one on the corner and had a drink with me shopping, you know, to collect my essentials. Yeah, get my essentials, some rubber gloves, a tub of Vaseline and a bicycle pump. You're not shocked, are you? I just made that up. See, my mind is sick anyway, isn't it? Pretty... Yeah. It's important you get the right valve, you know, for the bicycle pump. Yeah. That's a circular bus. There's a C1 and C2. And that, you know, you branch off on that. So when it goes round in a circle, there's all the others and they all branch off. So it's very difficult to work it out, actually. So you have to put the destination is, and it might tell you the C bus at first, because there isn't a direct bus. So that C1 usually does. So you have two parts of your journey. It's quite complicated. And also, I faff around on the bus, and I've got my route on there. And then I made the mistake of, oh, I'll have a look at this, and then I didn't know where the hell I was. So it's that sense of losing control. It's not so bad, but when you're in a, it is. I'm trying to work it out. Is it Alicante bigger? I don't know. It's they're very similar in size, I think. Totally different. Like Alicante, and all the bits of it. It's like trying to make a choice, like Sophie's Choice, you know, whether you pick one child to live and one to die. I wouldn't want to do that with Alicante or Malaga. You know, I'm sorry, Alicante, you've got to go, or you know. It's great. Some features I noticed at Alicante, to be fair, you can go towards the beachway and cheat and go up on the lift. It takes you straight up. Not to this one, which takes you to a fortress, but to the you have to walk to the castle from here, or take the tour bus. And that's very expensive. And this is, she says it's got these free things, but it's got things, you know, like the Malaga Museum, that costs nothing. EU, it's nothing. And for somebody outside, like an American or whatever, it's £1.50. So, wow. And it's about 35, I don't know, it might even be more than that each. Now, I've been on other open top buses and they're cheaper than that. Drop on, drop off. So you could do that if you just have a bus pass and just take a normal bus. Yeah, it was a lovely walk today through that little featured, carved wood featured walk. And that's the mysterious, see, that's the feature of it, is the crypt in there. It's got a crypt that you can visit when it's open, which it isn't at the moment. Maybe it's in the summer only, because it's all about staff, isn't it? And somebody's got to volunteer to do that. And even a volunteer needs some kind of incentive. So that's it, I think. Been here for ages. When I finish the day, this is better sitting here, which is things I don't normally do. Well, I do, but I don't normally film it. So, you know, if I'm near the marina, I'll hang out around there for ages. That's why I can't get a magazine or something. It doesn't necessarily a newspaper, but there's nothing. So I'm sure there are places. And the reason I get them is because it's got a section in there. You know, if it's a weekend, it's got all the crosswords and stuff. And it's, you know, the price of the paper, that's the reason. So that's a big thing, isn't it? Just pointing out there's things that which I could get in Benidorm and quite a number of places on the Costa Blanca. But I wouldn't think it's a big point. Only an idiot would make little points like that, would they? You know, it's got time on their hands. Shall I just get a bigger look at that. Is it Philadelphia? There's some steps, wasn't it? Rocky. He used to run and up. Remember the music? And he'd be up and down with a scarf around his neck, jogging in his tracksuit. Sylvester Stallone. Shall I put this on a thing and run up and down the staircase? That would be very amusing. In the wrong way. Yeah, look at that. It's a lot more imposing apparently inside when it's open. I don't know whether I mentioned that before. See, I'm not the only person with a like mind. Let's just sit there and chill. Chill out. Enjoy it. I've got the right mindset. Some big bells there. Can you see them? Some people you may, if you tap their heads with a spoon, right, it would sound like the bloody bell inside a Buddhist temple. the noise from the hollow. So they're big bells. Oh, there's three, isn't there? There's another one up there. So to get a bit more of a musical option there. There they are. So now I have to go because I want a coffee or something. So thank you for joining me. You can subscribe, it's free. And I'll bid you adios.